Welcome to No Fugazee podcast. I'm your host, Cooley. We got 4 lovely ladies on the panel today. And it's Valentine's Day. We about to talk some Valentine's Day type stuff, relationships and dating. And let's get into it. So starting here, can you introduce yourself with your name and where you're from?
What's up, guys? I'm Jackie. I'm from Bethlehem, PA.
Nice. Jackie, how old are you?
I'm 22.
22?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your education background?
High school graduate and technically still in college right now.
Still in college?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where at?
Northampton.
Northampton. Okay. Bet. Relationship status?
Single.
Are you single?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you have a Valentine's Day tomorrow?
No, I do not.
Okay, so you don't.
I do not.
Do you have any guys that's in the horizon of guys that, you've been... You got anyone that asked you to be your Valentine?
I don't want them to, but
yeah.
they're there, but it's not like anything crazy.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
And yourself?
I'm Julie, and I'm from Allentown, PA.
Okay, Julie, Allentown, PA. Are you? What's your relationship status?
I'm taken.
You taken? Okay. So is he your Valentine?
I mean, I would hope so.
All right, cool. All right, cool. We're gonna get into more of that. Education background.
I went to Darif, graduated from Darif. I went to college tiny bit, not really. I don't know if I'd count
Okay.
it.
No, I mean some Darif and then did some college.
Yeah, a little bit of McCann.
Okay, cool. And
I'm Ashley. I'm 23 and I'm from Allentown.
Ash, back again. You're like a fan fave. You're always here.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good thing. Ash, so how old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, wait, I didn't get your age. What's your age?
Me? I'm 27.
27. Okay, so 23, Ash, and education background.
I have a degree in psychology.
That's what's up. And relationship status.
I'm single.
Still single?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hey, you've been single for 4 podcasts now. Nah, I'm playing with you.
Yeah, I know.
And yourself, lovely lady?
My name is Valerie, and I'm from Bethlehem, PA, and I went to Freedom, graduated from Freedom.
Wait, what year did you go to Freedom? What year did you graduate?
2013.
Oh, dang. Yeah, you're super young. How old are you?
27.
27. Oh, all right. I forgot I'm that old. Relationship status?
Taken.
Taken.
Mm-hmm.
Any college?
No.
No college. Okay. It's taken. So he's your Valentine.
Yes, he.
Okay. He better get you something good, right?
Oh, he knows better.
Okay. Cool. So we got 2 single ladies and 2 ladies in a relationship. This is going to be a good podcast. So we're going to start here with the first question when it comes to Valentine's Day. So what's the craziest gift you got on Valentine's Day? Craziest gift? Like the best gift?
The best gift?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
So this nigga that you with haven't been getting you nothing special?
Snacks.
No, that's
We
very
got you
special.
snacks.
Okay. I mean, he got to me stuff for like Christmas and stuff like,
Yeah.
those are the big.
Those are the big ones. So
Yeah,
Valentine's
I feel like
Day.
Valentine's Day is just a chill day. I don't
is-
really request much from him. So.
Okay. That makes sense. So y'all kind of chill on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I don't make
Y'all
it
go
a
out to
big
dinner or
thing.
something? He take you out?
I like to stay home.
So you be in the crib? Okay.
Yeah. I like
Low
movies.
maintenance. All right.
I like
good.
movies,
Cool.
snacks, chill.
No wonder why you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Single ladies, take notes down. I'm playing. I'm joking. So you haven't really gotten nothing crazy. So how long y'all been together for?
12 years.
12 years. So what,
Since
the
high
first
school.
3 years he was getting you stuff crazy, and then after that he was like, man, I know you. We done did this 11 years.
I
This
feel
is
like
12
since
years.
the beginning, we didn't really make it a big thing.
Okay.
From the beginning. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, from the beginning, it was just like I remember the first thing I got him was like at that time, he was like into tasty cakes. So I got him like boxes of tasty cakes.
So you got him tasty cakes,
Yeah.
and he got you
And
some
then
snacks.
He'll get me like all my favorite snacks, or like roses, stuff like that. Like,
Okay. Interesting. Moving on. Jackie, what's the most craziest gift you got on Valentine's Day? I mean, when you had a Valentine.
Of course, yeah. I mean, when I was in a relationship, it wasn't anything crazy. We pretty much kind of we should like snacks, movies, just chilled.
Okay.
I mean, if anything, like he wasn't really financially stable at the time, so I would probably take us out or do something for us, but nothing really out of the world.
Got you. So this was an ex, like an ex relationship.
Yes.
When was this? How long ago?
We broke up a year and a half ago. Year ago.
Yeah. Okay. How long were y'all together when you guys
3
were together?
years.
3 years.
Yeah.
So 3 years, he never got nothing crazy, no big gifts, flowers.
No, I didn't really expect anything from him, honestly.
Balloons.
I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question? You get big presents and
He gonna come to me.
Okay.
Let me go around. He gonna come to me.
Right.
So, all right. So you haven't really gotten anything.
I never really have expectations of the other guy when I'm in a relationship, you know.
the other guy.
Or well, for me too, it's like I want us to be happy. As long as we're happy, it pretty much is okay at the end of the day.
I got another question for you then. Do you ever, would you want something like big from your guy?
No.
So Valentine's Day, just like,
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean like Christmas or birthdays.
do it big then?
Yeah.
Of course, 100%.
Yes.
Where's the love? Like Valentine's Day is a day of love. Everyone's just
Every
like,
day
oh,
should be
no.
a day of love in my eyes.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I like
That's
that,
how it
Jackie.
is.
Exactly. There you go.
And yourself, Julie.
Yeah.
Craziest gift you got?
I don't know about anything crazy, but I thought it was kind of sweet. Like, my boyfriend, he knew somebody who was kind of a chef, so he brought him to the house, had him cook us a nice steak dinner at the house. And same thing, like Valentine's Day is just like a chill kind of day.
Chill
Like,
day.
yeah, I don't expect anything super crazy, like maybe just some roses, like just because it's Valentine's Day. But
Okay.
the fact that it's like one of those things where people feel the need to go all out, like why? Just because a day told you so. I want you to do it because you want to.
100%.
True. So, nothing, no crazy gifts, nothing at all. Dang, all right. Ash, save us. I know some nigga that you was with dropped a bag on you. What?
No, they just gave me dick. That's it.
I was waiting for you guys to say that, and none of you said it. So I was like, I'll just say it.
Give me some dick.
Another day, you know what I'm saying?
Ash out with it. So I mean, was it a moment where it was actually very spectacular dick?
No.
No, it was just some average.
Yeah.
All right, so mediocre. Okay. So now we're gonna start here. We're gonna go around. So Ash, what's the craziest gift you ever got someone on Valentine's Day? Do you buy guys gifts?
Yeah, I love giving people gifts.
Okay, cool.
One time, well, it was an us gift. I got him I got us BDSM stuff. That was I don't know if it's even that crazy. He didn't really try at all.
Okay.
So, I don't know, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. What about you, Julie?
No, I'll just, because like I said, it's not that serious.
It's not
and
that serious.
so we'll just do dinner.
Yeah,
That's about it.
You cooking or y'all going out?
Depends.
Depends.
If I really feel like cooking, which 9 times out of 10 probably, but maybe every now and then to spice it up, why not?
So you be cooking a lot then?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Phases.
That's what's up. See, no wonder why you're in a relationship. Okay.
Phases.
See, look, she just low maintenance. She be in the kitchen a lot cooking. Single ladies take notes. No, I'm playing with y'all. Jackie?
I just took us out, honestly.
What'd you say?
Took us out to dinner. And
Okay, so you took them out to
movies.
dinner,
Yeah.
movies. Okay, talk on the mic just a little bit more for me.
Meow.
First 2 questions just went by fast. These ladies just don't really care about Valentine's Day.
I have
All
a
right.
gift idea for you guys, though. So you know
Go
that
ahead.
thing on TikTok where, you paint your butt and then you sit?
Oh, that's
I
cute.
really want to do that.
I did it with my boobs. Don't do it. I mean, I would say try it, but mine
with
did
your
not.
boobs?
Mine did not turn out well.
Wait, what do you do? You put paint on it?
Yeah, so what I did is I painted it and then I did my nipples a different color and then I just
Nice.
no, it wasn't that cute.
No?
Don't be.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen this TikTok trend.
You never seen it with the girl sit?
Yeah.
I mean, she did it differently, but they're supposed to sit on it.
So it's
Yeah.
butt cheeks on
Yeah.
what?
Probably they're
But
on
maybe
canvas.
a little bit of leg,
Yeah,
the
a little
thighs
bit
and
of
shit, yeah, and they
leg.
put it on a
Can you see
canvas.
it like
or something.
Oh, so you put it on a canvas.
Yes,
Yes.
pretty much, yes. and you give it to like your guy as a little gift.
I guess some niggas want that.
With the real thing, right?
Yeah.
See, I gave my niggas me and lingerie. There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the real
that's
deal.
something else.
Yeah,
So
I've done that.
on Valentine's Day, you dress up in lingerie for your man.
Yes.
Okay. What about you?
Should.
Yeah, I've done that.
You done it too.
Yeah.
Okay. You single ladies?
Oh no, I have.
I do for people.
Yes, sir.
You have.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Yes.
Question starting here.
Okay.
Jackie. So, did you ever let your Valentine's did you ever not let your Valentine's smash on Valentine's Day? Like, was it a situation? Okay. So it's every time y'all smash. So it was never a situation where it was on Valentine's Day, an argument broke out, something like that, and you ain't giving no poon.
Nah. Even when there's an argument, I'm still giving some punani, respectfully. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's a day, like, again, you say it's a day of love, even though every day it should be, very like loving or whatever. It's supposed to be a special day for like a couple, you know. But like, again, like I said, like I cook or we go out to eat, we have to spend that day together. At the end of the day, dress up a little bit, we do a little thing, and we go to sleep.
Okay.
Like,
what about you, Julie? You in a relationship? Did you ever not give your guy some poon?
Probably not the best person to ask because I'm toxic. After the fight, that's when I want to even more. Like, what the fuck? You talking all that hot shit, you getting out like, who you getting big with? Like,
right.
Oh, word? Okay.
Okay, so they never withholding the poon. What about you, Ash?
Yeah, I do be giving it up.
You do be giving it up, okay. Have you ever not gave it up on Valentine's Day?
No, I always do.
Always do. What about you, Val? Y'all been together for 12 years. I know it was a time maybe you was in your period. Maybe this nigga did something wrong that you ain't really like, and you was like, you know what? You ain't getting no poon today. No? All right, they with it. Okay.
it's a day of loving.
This is the day of loving. Okay, so I see what this panel is. So this panel is not really materialistic. I would say you guys is all about, let's do it nice and small and let's show love to one another. And let me throw on some lingerie, like you said. Do some stuff like cater to my man.
I feel like that's really what a man wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas don't.
Like, it should be your day, the woman's day, as much as the man's day.
100%. Yeah.
It's both of yours day. So I don't feel like there should be an expectation.
Like it's only for the woman.
Exactly. I feel like the man should take a day. Like, my man is an electrician. He works hard. So why on Valentine's Day should I take him out on a stupid dinner? You know what I mean? Like, when we could be home chilling, half naked.
Right? That lingerie and a massage sounds way better.
Doesn't that sound better to you than being in a...
True.
All right.
I mean, I'm a man. I can agree with that.
Exactly.
I'm not really a gift person. Don't really got to give me too much of anything. But y'all wanted to ask me a question?
Yeah.
All right, go
Have
ahead.
you ever went all out?
Valentine's Day. So, yeah, to my girl, I gave her some good stuff. I bought her some bags, Gucci bag, Louis Vuitton's bags. We never really took any trips on Valentine's Day, but we ate out at some expensive restaurants and stuff like that. So, yeah, but yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
Very nice.
Any other questions, ladies? So, next question, ladies, starting here with Jackie. Have you ever cheated on Valentine's Day?
No,
Snuck
sir.
out, got a little side dick, came back home.
Sir.
Was like,
Loyalty, baby, right here. Talk to me. No, cheating's
Okay.
not in my jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Can you push this? Tap that real quick.
Yeah.
Put it. You gotta push it on there. There you go. You good. So no cheating for you. You never cheated on Valentine's Day.
No.
Okay, bet.
No, sir.
You got a nigga. Even if you did, you ain't telling the truth. So Ash, even if you did, this is secret. She like, hey, my side nigga about to.
No, not on Valentine's Day. Are you crazy?
So the side nigga get it another day, but not on Valentine's Day.
No.
Okay, okay.
On the B-Day.
But no, to be clear, I've never cheated on my man. I've cheated on my baby daddy. I'll say
Okay.
that. but not on Valentine's Day.
But still not on Valentine's Day.
No.
Okay. What about you, Ash?
I've never cheated on Valentine's Day, but I have broken up with someone on Valentine's Day.
Ooh. Wait, that goes back to the last question. So remember I said, did you ever not give a nigga some porn on Valentine's Day?
Well, just because we break up doesn't mean we can't have sex.
So you broke up and you still gave him the porn?
Yeah, why not?
It's a breakup sex.
Ladies.
I'm confused.
Breakup sex is good. She wanted it.
She wanted it. You right. What about
So
you,
did
though?
he.
Well, 12 years, you ain't gonna tell the truth anyway if you did. But if you want to elaborate, nah,
No,
no,
do not.
okay.
No.
You
Okay.
didn't.
My man is a great.
Good guy. Okay, what is...
Right?
Let's start here. What's your type?
That's a great question. So currently, I'm really into like white and Spanish men. A lot of people get hate me for that one, but a lot of but like love tattoos also. I love beards. Honestly, I love pudge. Don't hurt nobody. I love pudge. I don't know why people be so mad about pudge. Like I don't know what's cool.
Pudge?
A little chubby. Little I love that. I love
My boyfriend's like that, and I love
Mine
it.
too.
And he's like, oh, I think I'm a little, and I'm like,
Nah.
baby, you better bring that dad.
That shit's sexy as hell.
Thank you. That about to coming up. You feel me? Like
you
abs
better
are
come
cool.
over here, baby.
Abs are cool and all, but like anybody can get abs. Like if you work on it, you could get it. But
Yeah.
like the little pudge, I love that. Like
I love
I don't know.
Like the little pudge.
I
Okay,
love little
so
pudge.
so you said white and Spanish.
I do. Mm-hmm.
This is on Black History Month. You done.
I apologize.
You didn't give no niggas no love.
I mean, they can still pull up.
It's your
They can still pull up. We'll see what
It's your
happens.
preference. Hey, it's your preference. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
100%.
So, okay, so white, Spanish, a little dad bod,
Yes.
height.
Yes.
How tall?
Doesn't matter.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Shorter than you? Could he be shorter than you?
Preferably not, but I mean, you never know what happens. 'Cause,
What's
like,
what's your type? Your preference? What do you prefer?
So if they're my height, it's fine.
So you prefer?
I don't mind if they're my height, honestly.
Okay, so you really don't mind.
I really don't.
You don't mind.
Cause like you never know, short kings are rising right now. I'm sorry, respectfully. Like, they've been rising. I don't know.
Word. And Julie, what about you?
Well, if we're gonna go with the tall thing, you definitely got to be taller than me. I'm only 5 feet. Anything shorter than that is a problem. Definitely prefer Black or Hispanic men. I don't know. When it comes to looks, I don't know if I go off the vibe more than anything. Like obviously, you can't be like super ugly. But like, you know,
I know.
You could be like medium, and if you got the vibe, like I'm cool.
Okay.
You know?
So you said Black and Spanish. What's your boyfriend? Is he Black or Spanish?
He's both.
Oh, he's mixed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Word.
Yeah.
How tall?
He's about, I think, like 5'5".
Okay. How tall are
But
you?
I'm only 5 feet.
Dang, you.
But he's super built,
2
like
inches away
you
from
said, like the pudge. But he has the big shoulders, like a football player. So I be.
That's attractive. Go ahead, boo.
That's what I'm saying. Like I be. Listen, that's what I was saying earlier. Like who you getting tough with? Like oh word. Like you wanna get rough? You wanna get rowdy? I'm with it. Like he definitely changed me. Like after having a big guy like that, it's like yeah, I'll never again.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And Ash, what about you? What's your type? Ideal man.
I don't know. I'm like an all flavors type of girl, but I think the shortest I would go for height is like 5'8". And I don't like how do I explain? Like I don't want a pretty boy, like someone edgy. Like I don't know how to explain it.
A man.
Oh, we got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A man.
Yeah,
Height.
man.
What's your preferred height?
Honestly, I feel like 5'10's like a fair height. Like I'm 5'5", I can wear heels still, but it's
Okay.
not like too tall where I'm like can't reach to kiss you.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
sorry guys, wasn't that interesting?
See, I'm taller than my man. Like not taller than him actually, but when I wear heels or like chunky boots or something,
Right.
I am taller than him.
Right.
But I don't mind that at all. Like cuz he's 5'8", I'm 5'6". So if I wear, heels or something.
3 inches.
You'll never be feeling like, I choke you out, little nigga. What?
I know.
You never feel
My
like that?
baby's
All right,
like
bet.
he's built.
He's
And
built. Okay,
He
facts,
looks
facts.
at like
I mean, he's still
does
taller
not
than you.
play that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like me a man. If I feel like I can take advantage of you,
Right.
why do I want that?
Right.
Exactly.
You want to be
You know
controlling,
what I
taken,
mean?
like dominated.
Like if I feel like I can do whatever I want for that, I'll just stay single.
Exactly.
Like
Yes.
I need me a man. I'm an alpha woman, so I need me an alpha man. I need me a man that's gonna be like, no.
So in a relationship, you want to be submissive, pretty much,
Yes.
and he be dominant.
Yes, but
I
like
get that.
both, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you want to be
I'm not
feminine, but you want to be masculine at the same time.
Like you're not
Yes.
gonna be like a doormat, but at the same time, don't let me walk all over
respect you.
you.
You respect me.
Yes, 100%.
Word. What's his race?
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Okay. Word. And you're Puerto Rican. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Okay. Un poquito. Only know a little bit. Yeah.
Un
Yo
poquito.
te enseño.
I don't know what you said. She cussing me out? Tell me she cussing me out. She cussing me out?
No, you good.
All right,
You
bet,
good. You
bet.
good.
She's cussing me out.
I'll teach you.
Yeah, teach me some stuff, yeah. Bet. Any ladies? Any questions, ladies?
Not right now.
Nah, not at the
Any
moment.
Valentine's Day questions? Anything? Yeah, I want.
You.
Yes. What's up? What you got for me?
Tell me, what's the best thing you have done for your, or what is the best thing your girl has done for you in Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day. Let's see. I got some gifts.
By the way, you have a beautiful girlfriend.
Thank you. I
Let's
appreciate
just say
that.
that.
I appreciate that. I got gifts. I'm not even a gift guy, but you know, she'll get me something like a wallet. You know, like a Gucci wallet or something.
That's nice.
You know, something expensive, and I don't even care. Like I don't really care about brands, but yeah, that's really about it. You know, some lingerie, some stuff like that. You know, she treats me nice.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
yes, I kind of more dedicate that day to her, and she just like, since you dedicating to me, I'll get you something. So yeah, I don't expect much.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, ladies? Before I hop into the next one.
Not
You
yet.
got anything on your mind?
Same question that you asked us. Have you ever cheated in general or on Valentine's
Valentine's
Day?
He ain't gonna say he cheated or not, just like he said.
On
you're right.
Valentine's Day.
I mean, it's
Listen.
not. It's not
Listen.
but
Let's
but
be real.
he hasn't been with her his whole life.
Listen,
It don't matter.
I'll
sure.
answer the question. I'm a man of God, so
Oh,
and,
yes.
and also black men
Amen.
don't cheat.
Amen.
What? I'm not cheating over here.
Black men don't cheat. My ass over that.
We don't do that.
You tried it.
No, we don't do that.
Boy.
Any other questions? Ash? Anything on your mind? Okay, so we're going to have fun with this episode. Let's hop right into some spicy content. So, no, actually, let's still have fun. Starting with Ashley. If a celebrity slid in your DM, and who would that celebrity be for you to give up the poon?
Well,
So name the celebrity that could slide in your DM and you'll be like, oh yeah, it's yours.
I've had celebrities slide in my.
I'll be consistent. And I'll
Hello.
say Michael B.
That's all.
Jordan
Okay, Michael B. Jordan.
because I've been saying it the whole time. So I'll just keep saying it.
Okay, facts. What about you?
Respect Chris Brown.
Chris Brown? Okay,
Yep, forever.
forever. And what about you?
Mr. Chris Evans himself, white man, daddy, Captain America, can get it whenever he wants. Sorry, like he fine. Sorry.
I'm
And
dying.
what about you?
I would want a woman.
Okay. Spicing it up. Which woman?
Kehlani.
Yes.
Damn.
I would like Rachel McAdams
Rachel?
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
from The Notebook.
Okay. So both of these ladies, I got a man. I'm gonna speak to their man. Both of you boyfriends, block Chris Brown from her. Go straight to the Instagram, block Chris Brown, dog, because he may hop in. Who knows? It may be a dry night for the nigga. He may be scrolling. He may slide, and he done stole your girl. For you, your man don't care. So it's another girl. He gonna be like, go ahead, invite me. But
Right? That's what I thought of.
fun question. Got another one.
What about you? What about celebrity?
I don't crush on anyone.
The lie.
Liar. Come on.
I mean, like,
come on.
if you think about it, guys don't really crush on females.
Since when?
They just lust over females.
I mean,
It'd be
I
like
guess.
that, yes.
So who are you
maybe
lusting?
you lust
then
over
who are you
celebrity.
lusting over?
Maybe let me elaborate.
Or like if they flirt.
Or fantasize.
Yes.
Right, fantasize. There you go.
Nah, let me elaborate. So there are guys that do crush on females. They got, I can't, just this is on the top of their mind. Like, if I ever had the chance, the things that I'll do to this woman. And then there's masculine guys that is out there going. He's a go-getter. His mind isn't on that. His mind is on his goals and ambitions and everything like that. Yes. And also, it's the guys that don't have a problem getting girls. Then they're just like, I mean, niggas will scroll, niggas will see a chick. Okay, cool.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Type.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So I don't think guys with options and guys that of value, we don't really crush on females
or just hold themselves.
Just have a frame about themselves, like a strong frame about themselves. Niggas ain't really dreaming about on females.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, of course, niggas probably did when they was younger, but as a man, when you grow into a man, then that's something different. Any other questions for me?
No, that was a good answer.
See,
it was a great answer.
Y'all like putting the questions back on me. I like this panel. The other panels didn't do this. I'm just asking the questions and girls go on. So next question. Let's see here. This panel is a little. I can't even ask my Valentine's Day questions.
Did you ever have a threesome on Valentine's Day? Have you ever had a threesome?
Yes.
Ooh. Start here.
Wow.
Jackie.
No.
She asked you, sir.
We gotta start with the panel. Go ahead.
I was no. Never.
Are you open to it?
I would be.
You would be open to it?
I would be yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm very affectionate. Very affectionate.
I saw you on Tinder once with your boyfriend.
So
You don't have to put your shit out there like that.
So y'all was recruiting.
It was recruiting. I literally put it in the fucking little bio.
Oh, y'all was
looking for a third. That's literally what's in the bio. But that was 2021, I think. 2022.
Really?
Yeah.
So you would have a
yeah,
polyamorous?
we were thinking about doing it. Yeah, I was very open to it, but then we obviously ended things.
I would be open to that too, but I don't think my boyfriend
So y'all
would
never
be open
did it?
to that.
No.
Y'all would have did it. Y'all wouldn't have ended anything.
Oh hell yeah!
See, y'all should have got a problem.
Yeah, see, my thing. He was
But
very picky. I wasn't picky. Like I was on my phone pretty much, and I would like the girls I would like. Because he wanted me to take control of them. Like, don't mind me. I'll
keep picking the ugly Jones.
Look at no.
He was letting you pick.
Yeah, he was letting me pick.
Okay,
which is like a respect thing, which I get. Because again, a lot of girls, they be like, "Oh, is it your idea?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Nah, it was my idea because I wanted to make the relationship a little spicy, if that makes sense." You know what I'm saying? And again, like it's like an experience for me and him. Try it out, whatever. And so he let me have the app, let me have the experience for myself. So I'm liking all this shit, whatever. And I told him like, "Hey, this is the girl who I might be interested in, whatever. This, that, the third." And I told him like, "Is it okay?" And he'd be like, "Yes or no." But most of the girls like no, and I'm like, nigga, so I cut it off after a while because I'm like, yo, so you're not pretty much interested in it.
Yeah.
So I'm just cut it off.
Yeah.
And then a couple months later,
he wasn't really serious about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And mind you, like we had a whole conversation about it to make sure it was okay. Yeah. And he was valid with it, but when it came down to it, it was like a no go. So I was like, no, it's fine. I'll just cut it off.
What about you, Julie? You ever had a threesome or ever one-on-one?
I mean, I feel like at some point it crosses everybody's mind, but I don't.
I mean, you like girls?
Who doesn't like girls?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Girls are beautiful.
Everyone's beautiful, 100%.
Exactly. But this is my thing when it comes to it, though. Like, I'm not gonna be just experimenting with any kind of girl. Because especially around here, I'm like I don't know. You know what I mean?
You said
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, would I be open to an experience? Sure, but it got to be the right kind of experience, the right kind of environment, and not only that, I definitely want to be very secure in my relationship and make sure everybody's on the same page.
Right.
And like I said, I've never had that before, so it would be very different for me. But I've always said I feel for my first time, I'd want to do it somewhere out of state or on vacation or something.
I feel like you're in a relationship and right now you're you've been with what, 5 years?
Yeah, it's still early. So it's
still early and you guys are, I don't know, you're still early.
Yeah, and it's still a little rocky too. Yeah. So it's until we get to a space where I feel like we're both
comfortable,
very comfortable, then I'd be open to it. But until then, no, because I already know how I would feel. I'd immediately would get jealous or territorial.
So it's rocky because if he doing a stroke that he ain't never do what you do,
I'm gonna start knocking some heads off.
Yeah, because you really need to be mentally prepared for that.
That's
mentally,
what I'm saying,
emotionally,
like,
everything.
everything. And I feel like
we get jealous. We get very territorial.
Very territorial. But I feel, like I said, I feel like we're not there yet. Like we need we gotta fix a lot of things before we ever
jump into anything.
Absolutely, like absolutely. But now, like when it comes
what are those things that you have to fix before hopping into a threesome?
Well, in a relationship, when
let her answer.
Okay.
No, there's a lot of things. I mean, if I have to speak on it, really, it's more so of just trusting each other.
Okay.
Like, I know there's been some things where there was times where he felt like I was talking to somebody or whatever the case, and same with him. So it's always like, are you exploring just to explore, or is it that you're just not interested
to replace?
Right. So that's where I'm like, I don't know if I want to cross that line, because then if something else were to, I'm killing you.
So
I'm killing you.
Question for you: do you think the girl explores to replace, or the guy is more likely to explore to replace? Which one is more likely to explore to replace?
I feel like the typical answer would be guys, but honestly, I feel like it's just human nature. I feel like people forget that we're all humans and we all literally feel the same things. Just communicate.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's what makes everything that much easier. Like, because we've talked about it probably like after a year in, you know, watching all kind of movies, and not only that, but just knowing people that have been together for such a long time, and eventually you find out like, oh my God, they did cheat or whatever happened. So we were like, is that like inevitable? Like, is that something that we kind of look forward to? And we talked about like a normal conversation.
Yeah.
And now that it's like getting real, now it's like, why don't you want to talk about it? It was just normal a couple years ago. Now it's like, you're being weird, you're being secretive. Why?
So you think it's equal that a male and a female both would equally look to, like, if one is gonna explore, you think it's equal that they both would be exploring to actually replace?
It could go either way. Both could explore, just to have fun, just to spice it up.
The question is, which one do you think is more likely to explore? To, like, if both parties is gonna explore, right? And I didn't talk about you.
That's
you got a man and a woman in a relationship, and they're both going to explore. Which one do you think is more likely to explore to replace, and which one do you think is more likely just to explore?
I feel like women are more likely to replace. More likely. I feel like men sometimes when they're, well, let's talk about a man that is happy in his relationship.
Yeah.
And loves his woman, and just wants to, let's say we have a whole open relationship, or we're just gonna have a threesome. And he just just having sex to him. He's not thinking about, I want something else with this woman. He's just having sex. I could be thinking, find
someone better.
I feel like we're more emotional. We get more attached.
Okay.
So as just having, let's say, if you were in a rocky spot in your relationship and you decide to have a threesome, the woman can be like, I like how this feels better.
Because women are more emotional.
Whether it's a woman or a man.
Yeah.
I like how she makes me feel. I like how he makes me feel. I like the feeling I get. And we start thinking of replacing.
Yeah.
As for 100%. The man, it's just, he wants to get his nut off.
It's more physical.
Right.
It's more emotional. Physical. Right. It's not as emotional. Us women, we
have a connection.
As much as we don't want to, we attach emotion to everything.
Yeah. What do you, we're going to bounce it back to you. What do you think about that?
I mean, I can agree, but I could also sit here and say too that
pause
like
real quick. Went off again. All right. Camera one just went out, so we made a little switch. We put Val on his seat. So Julie, you were about to answer the question. So the question is, who's more likely to replace in a relationship if they're going to be out exploring, the man or the woman? So Val gave her explanation. She pretty much said, the females would replace, more likely to replace a guy because there's an emotional connection. So if she's out there exploring, she's doing it for a reason. And Julie, want to elaborate on that?
I can understand why she would say that, because I do. I mean, come on. Women are emotional, yes. But at the same time, I feel like we should really stop with the back and forth, like women are like this and men are like this. Because at the end of the day, like I said before, we're all people, we all feel the same things. At the end of the day, if a man wants to explore, he will let it be known he just wants to explore, and that's it. The same with women. If I want to explore, it's because I just want to explore. I just want to have fun. Why does it have to be because I want to replace somebody just because I'm a woman? And I feel like anytime we even say anything like, oh, men are like this, right away, men get defensive. The same way anytime people are like, oh, women are like this, women get defensive. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's just people. If you want to explore because you want to replace, that's just what you're going to do. If you want to explore, that's just what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could sit here and say men because that's just what I think. But like I said, that's people.
Gotcha. Do you think men and women are the same?
Oh,
you
yeah.
Do you think they're the same?
Absolutely, because me and my boyfriend, we can sit here and have so many conversations, and I'll feel a way about something and he'll think same thing. Oh, well, you're a woman.
Yeah.
You're just a woman. You're emotional. No, but now when I flip it and you hear it coming out of my mouth, now you're just as emotional as I am. Now you're just as upset as I am. So, yeah, absolutely.
Got you. So you think men and women are the same. So what chromosomes does a man have?
Oh, my goodness. So the body parts are different?
No. They got an XY. Women got the Y, right?
Okay.
Would you say, so since you think men and women are the same, so we know the chromosomes is different. Who do you think is more likely to be stronger, a man or a woman?
A man.
Who do you think more likely is going to be able to nurture a kid, a man or a woman?
A woman.
So those are differences. Who do you think is going to be more likely to be able to, adapt in a situation where they're not being as emotional and they could, handle stress? When times are hard, which one, man or woman?
And I understand what you're getting at. But like I said, the question was for that specific instance when it comes to emotions.
Yeah, so
that's where I believe that we're the same.
I got you.
When it comes to certain roles that we play, yeah, we have our roles for a reason.
Yeah.
But like I said, when it comes to how we feel about a lot of things, 9 times out of 10, we feel the same way. We just act on it differently.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Okay. Cool. So you think that, okay, let's bring it back. So you do think that men and women are different then? You just think that in that scenario, the man and a woman will feel the same
we
about
have
the situation.
Same feeling. We do. And I understand what she's saying. Like, let's take it just to make it make sense.
Well, let me, right before you go, Val, let me dig a little deeper. So you said that the man and woman would feel the same about a situation. So let's unpack this, right? So if a man cheats and a woman cheats,
that's what I was just
do you
saying.
think do you think they would feel the same?
Absolutely.
Okay. So if a woman cheats, don't you think that in order for a woman to cheat, don't you think that she has to invest less with her guy to she has to be emotionally not there with her guy to be able to cheat, or no? No?
Not necessarily.
So you think females, even if they happy and they really like they nigga, they just gonna be slinging their pussy?
There's plenty.
I'm talking about there's always exceptions to the rule. There's always some thotties out there that's gonna,
But that's what I'm saying. Just like how they, no, let me not do that.
No, go ahead, do it.
No. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. But like how we can sit here and say like all men aren't the same, or not all, like black men don't cheat. Yeah, like come on.
Oh, that was you being funny.
Yeah. Okay. So am I. But
I'll be real. All men cheat.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the facts of it. For a man, I always say this: you find me a pastor or a preacher or a person that's like a nun, or he's the most innocent type guy. You give him a blue check, you give him a Lamborghini, and you give him 10K in his pocket, he'll be smashing hoes the next day. That nigga's gonna, cause.
But what about women? Wouldn't a woman do the same thing? You never seen Too Hot to Handle?
Well,
Okay, come on, but you can't sit here and tell me that women don't act like that and don't think the same things that they were saying on that show. You can't.
I never seen the show.
Yeah,
I never seen the show.
Well, they know what I'm talking about.
There are women like being like sexual, like how some people want to say men are more sexual than women. I think that's totally false.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's
100%.
completely false.
100%.
If anything, women are more sexual than men.
Because our hormones are like up there for sure.
Not only that, but we can last way longer.
Oh, 100%.
But then that's what makes us whores. But that's what makes us whores,
Right.
because
But
we are the sexual beings.
Right,
But they don't like to accept it because they feel
exactly.
emasculated because they can't keep up.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
No, y'all can rock. That was good.
I'm like, wait a minute.
That's
Just the perspective.
Okay, I'm gonna keep digging with this because this is good. So, all right. Do you think so? We still you pretty much you said that men and women are different. Yeah, but in this situation, you think that the stuff that's the same is no matter what the situation is, a man and a woman is gonna feel the same way about it.
No,
That's what you're saying.
No. When it comes to like how we were talking about with the
That's what
cheating
you
and
just
stuff
said
like that,
before.
with emotions, we feel the same about a lot of different things. But like I said, we act on it differently. But
Yeah.
when it comes to cheating, absolutely, both parties are going to be upset.
Yeah, it is. But so think about this, right? In order for someone to feel the same way, one, we're all human beings, so the way we perceive things is differently, is much different. But let's just say we're perceiving it the same way, right? So when a man cheats, it's a dominating act. When a woman cheats, it's a submissive act. When a woman cheats, she loses her value. When a man cheats, he expresses his value.
Yeah.
So I'll explain and I'll elaborate. In order for a man to cheat and a man to have options, he has to be valuable in some way. In order for a woman to cheat, since it's easy, it's like, well, you could literally line up every guy in Bethlehem and Allentown, spread your legs, and niggas gonna be jumping in. So in society and in this world, what's easy is not respected. If you win a lottery and you win a lottery, you make $1 million, and I worked myself up, became a lawyer, created some businesses, and I earned my $1 million, who's going to respect me more? I'm gonna get respect because it was harder for me to get my $1 million. That's just how human beings perceive the world. So when it comes to a man and a woman, think about what I'm saying here. Since the act itself of sex is much differently, right? When a man cheats, he doesn't have to submit his will and his body to another individual and allow somebody to slide in between his soul gaps and smack it and flip it around. He'll be doing that to the individual. He'll
The
be
guy is
dominating.
fucking and the girl's getting fucked.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that now take that, right? So since the act of it is different, let's just say they perceive it the same way. The act is different. So since the act of a woman cheating is submissive, she may be more emotional, like we all agreed on. Women are more emotional. The man is just gonna be, he's not gonna be as emotional. He's just gonna be wailing away. She's gonna be getting wailed away. So just think about that whole act. The man is gonna feel much more hurt than a woman would feel. Now let me explain. I'm a man.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I'm gonna break it to you, right? I'm a man. So I'm the leader in my relationship. My woman submits to me. Imagine my woman submitting to another nigga? What? So now let's reverse it, right? You a female. Your man dominates you. He's your leader. He dominated someone else. He ain't submit to no one else. So you feel what I'm saying? So like that's why I tend to say men, when they get cheated on, or a woman is being promiscuous, the men do tend to, take it a lot harder. Niggas be committing suicide.
Yeah, they do. They take it.
It's not to say like, oh well, let's feel for the men and let's. It's not. I'm not saying that, but I'm just speaking in terms of it's much different. You know, men and women are extremely different, and it's okay because we complement one another. You know, yin to our yang. How can I be? You know, we have to be different to complement one another, because you all ladies express you want a strong masculine. You was over here. You was like, I want my dude to be bigger than me. I don't want no soft little dude.
Yeah,
you got what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So and then we don't want no chick to be. You know what I mean? It's the opposite. You know, a masculine man wants a feminine woman. A feminine woman wants a masculine man. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Val, go ahead. No, go ahead, Julie.
Sorry. Well, see, it was just making me think of a conversation that I saw before where the woman was talking about cheating respectfully. And I'm bringing this up just because of my own experience.
Put the respectfully after the cheating?
Listen. No, because of what you were saying, like how women submit. So right away, my first thought, besides us being under the man, is getting in front of him, right? That's one of the guy's biggest fears, right? Now, when I got cheated on...
Elaborate on that.
Getting down on our knees in front of another man.
Oh, like... giving head to
another man, right? But now listen, like how you said, when the guy cheats, he's the one doing the dominating, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's just say if the guy went out and cheated, he was just fucking her from behind the whole time. I got my nut. All right, I'm sending you on your way. But when I got cheated on, it was more intimate. Like besides the conversation, he was going down on shorty. So it's like that's where I feel like I was saying before, we get just as hurt because how dare you?
Okay, so now you're getting in more details with the act. Okay, so let's just keep it with details with the act, right? It doesn't matter what a man does during sex, as long as he's not getting pegged or as long as he doesn't have anything going into him, he's still dominating that female. So he could be going down on her, he could be doing things. He's still dominating that female. I mean, niggas that eat box. Yeah,
but that's the thing.
I would say this: eating box isn't really a dominating act. I would say that's one of the acts that is more intimate. It's not submissive. The man isn't really fully submitting, but it's more like a little bit. It kind of gets it's moving over there. I ain't gonna hold you. It is moving over there. So yeah, if a nigga is cheating and he eating another girl box, it's like
you're doing a lot.
Yeah, nigga, this supposed to be for you, not for her.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
So yeah, okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. Val, I know you had something, right? You. I cut you off and I wanted to bring it back. You forgot your point?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you remember, just cut me off, and I'll let you hold it. I want to get you other two girls involved because it was on them too. So
no, it was good. I was in it.
You mean
I was living. I was like, hold up,
Ash.
Oh my God.
So two parties, man, woman. They're both going to explore. Which one do you think is more likely to be looking to replace when they're exploring, man, or the girl or the guy?
Well, whenever I ask these questions, I think of all these considerations. Well, not that I get asked this question all the time, but honestly, I mean, yeah, I would say I feel like the woman is looking to replace.
Why?
Because I don't know about you guys, but sex isn't just sex. There's some feeling involved. For a guy, it's a pump and dump sometimes. It doesn't really make it much of a difference. It's more physical.
For us women, we're giving ourselves to the man. Mm-hmm. Some women don't think about it like that. Some women, it's easy for them to just have sex because there are women like that. Mm-hmm. But most of the women out there, we're giving ourselves to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
to go heart and soul pretty much into that. It's a lot. It's a lot to get into that, respectfully. So it really is.
It's like just like when you guys were saying if he's having sex with another woman, he's just having sex with another woman. I would still get pissed off because that other woman gave herself to you. To her, it could have been an emotional thing. This is it could have been this is the man that I probably want. Just because it's your first time fucking doesn't mean that you don't think of future.
I see.
Future things
So
with that.
You're giving the woman is giving herself to you. So I don't care if it's just you fucking her, you're eating her out. You shouldn't cheat, period. If you're in a relationship.
Yeah, because you're giving yourself away too.
Yeah.
You are going inside of somebody. Part of you is going inside.
And you're taking her energy. I believe in energy. I don't know about y'all. But you're taking her energy.
Yes, it does.
You're taking her energy, her whatever she got going on to bring it to me. I don't think so, buddy. Like, I don't think so. Like, we need to, like, I don't know. We need to think about it more than just, he's just fucking her, and think about what she's doing for him.
Yeah.
Because it's just not just him. He's not only just there. She's there too.
Okay.
Right. And what are y'all doing? What are y'all talking about?
So yeah, he might be just cheating in his mind. He's just getting a little. But to her is, I'm giving myself to you. So what are we gonna do now?
Right.
Especially if it continues.
You know what
it's definitely gonna
The texting, all that shit.
Yeah, it's gonna
Women can
have
get
a connection.
crazy, just
Continuous
like
bullshit.
men.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of women get.
So let's push on this. You said a good thing, Val, and I like what you said. You said for women. So I agree with you that when a woman gives sex. What I disagree with is that a man gives sex. And I'll explain why, right? So women hold the key to sex. So no niggas get in any of y'all box unless let me break it down, unless you like them to a certain degree, unless, they're charismatic, they're charming, and they show you a good experience. And you're like, you know what?
I'm gonna give myself to this man.
Yeah, this is vibes right here. I'm gonna give myself to this man, right? So, meaning that a man just can't go up and get the sex from you, right? Feel what I'm saying? So think about that, right? Because it's the English language. So since women hold the key to sex, a man can't take it. If he does, it's rape, right? So how is it giving for the man? So I would say the man has to then get sex. Think about the whole courting process. Since you ladies hold the key to sex, and he can't, the only way he could get it is unless you give it. So he's not giving up anything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like men don't give dick. Like,
I say this to my boyfriend all the time.
Go ahead.
I say this to my boyfriend all the time, and he disagrees with me. I say, women, like you just said, a woman knows when she wants to fuck a guy before the guy even looked at her.
Right, like, or tempted, right? Yeah.
We're the ones that allow you guys to come to us.
It's like the okay.
Because we already know.
Yeah.
But we're already coming to you and feeling you. We already know what we want. We already know.
It's even deeper than that, because women look to disqualify guys during the courting process. You could really see a guy that you like, right? But if he says the wrong thing,
It's over.
this nigga not getting the box. If his breath a little stink, no box for you, stinky breath. So now think about this, right? Men are the opposite. We look to qualify females. So in a courting process, women look to disqualify men, meaning that they'll look for certain things, and if it's not meeting up, if it's not congruent to what they thought, I'm not giving you the box. The men on the opposite end, it's like, oh, she got a fatty. Her face not there, I'm hitting it. Then it's like, wait, she got no buns, she got no boobs, her face not like that, but it's a dry Saturday night, I'm hitting it. So guys, we always look for the little small things to follow.
It sounds like y'all got no standards.
No standards at all.
I'm gonna break it down to you, right? So think about that. Let's use some critical thinking right here, right? So we talking about give and get, right? So since the female gives, she holds the key to sex. She has to then give it. We already broke it down that if a woman gives, like, think about what she has to go through. That mean that guy qualified for her, because if anything went wrong, she would have wrapped it. You would be like, nah, I'm not with it. So everything had to go, not perfect, but right enough for her to allow the dude to slide in between the soul gaps. Now, the man on the opposite end, he doesn't hold the key to sex. The man holds the key to commitment and relationships. You get what I'm saying? So it's opposite ends. Like after, like the guy, women run the dating market. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Women run the dating game because guys want sex. But after the female gets sex, then that's when guys kind of start to run the relationship market, because they hold the key to commitment and relationships. So I always say this, right? I said this on the last podcast. It's a give and a get for a woman, right? So, and this is going to tie into with value, with respect, and just how we perceive things. If I get a reward, like say if college and I graduate, everyone's cheering for me. The person that gave me that award, no one cheered for that person. If I win the lotto, I made a come up. If I get money, I made a come up. But the person that gave me the money, it's like, okay, well, you did a good deed. Like we don't cheer for the people that gave things. We cheer for the people that gets things. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how we perceive it. That's just how human beings work. So just to tie it all together, right? When a female gives her vagina up to an individual and to multiple individuals, her value tends to decrease. Yeah. When a man so think about this, right? When a man gets vagina from a woman or multiple women, he is expressing his value because it's hard to get. Because we all know, if the nigga would have said one thing wrong, if the nigga would have wore the wrong shoes, if the nigga's socks was mismatched, something, females would be like, I'm not really rocking. If his lips was a little too crusty, she'd be like, you ain't got no lipstick in your pocket, nigga, like you knew. He was right here, like, see, I feel what I'm saying.
What a comment that. That's crazy.
Exactly. But so this ties into it. So now let's bring this all together, right? Let's correlate all of this. So this conversation we were talking about, which person, which gender, male or female, is going to be more likely to, look to replace. Since niggas just don't care about, we don't perceive sex like that. It's a dominating act for us. It's a get for us. Like, we ain't looking to replace. We can go back home and still love our girl. Like, that's the truth of it. It sounds like, I see your face, Julie. Like, it sounds.
I'm sorry. I'll never agree with that ever in my life.
So, I'll elaborate a little bit more, right? This would kind of help you. And I was going to say this before we are talking. A man can truly have sex with someone that he hates. You know what I mean? So I already told y'all that a nigga smash something that he'll look for the smallest thing to qualify that woman, but he can literally have sex with someone that he hates. Like, his whole family can be murdered. That woman murdered his whole family. Let's think about this. This is deep. It's a crazy situation, right? But just think about it. A female can murder a man's family. The man is still capable. I'm not saying that he will, but we are still capable of still dominating that woman because it's a dominating act. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna do it. It's gonna be weird, and I think any nigga that does do it is a little weird, but he's still capable of doing that weird act. You feel what I'm saying? Like, men have, what's that thing where guys have sex with dead bodies?
Necrophilia.
You don't see no women necrophiliacing anyone. No. They don't do that. Niggas is out here, they'll hit anything. They'll hit a statue if it had a hole in it and it was soft and smooth. Who knows? So it's like,
y'all are gross.
I truly think, so now take that, right? Take what I just said, right? Since niggas are capable of truly having sex with someone that he hates, right? When he goes out there and, like, if you're in a relationship, and both you ladies are, they may like this, what I'm about to say. If they ever do cheat and slide in some other poon, I'm not saying that they do still love you, but they are capable of still loving you and having sex with someone else. That's what I'm saying.
I truly believe that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I believe that.
On the flip side, I don't think a woman is capable of loving someone and having sex with someone else, because we all know that guy really had to qualify for her. Yeah. Because if he made any wrong step, she would have disqualified him. So the nigga that she done spread her legs open to and cheated on her nigga with really qualified for her. And it's a submission act. So she submitted to another person. So it's like,
not only that, you're comparing.
Yeah.
You compare another man to your
woman
man.
Compare contrast all the time.
The pros and cons for
like,
yes.
He smells good. He doesn't.
Right.
You know, he keeps himself clean.
He don't
look like he clean. You know, like
I'll say that men do that too, because I do gotta
hygiene kind of thing. Yeah,
men do care about that too, but I would say that like when men cheat, normally in most cases, if their girl is an 8, nigga, they'll knock a 2 down. A woman, if her man is top G. Oh, he got to be like the president of another country for her to give a point away.
That's what I'm saying.
He got to be all the way up there, so it's different. That's why I've been with
my man for 12 years, because it's like, I don't see nothing better out here. I'm sorry. Like,
women don't cheat down, they cheat up. Nigga, he'll cheat down in a
100%,
second.
100%.
Yeah. And I said a whole lot there. Y'all ladies, anyone want to elaborate on that? I know, Julie, your face is like, Cooley, I don't agree with this.
Listen, because I just can't accept it. Especially because from the sounds of it, it just sounds like y'all have no standards and we're supposed to just accept that because y'all will fuck anything.
Well, it's not a, if you look at it from a female's perspective, then you would say standard.
I think
I'm just saying the way that y'all was describing it, and even regardless, even if it's a man thing, why is it not a woman thing? We already agreed that we're sexual beings and more than men.
We're very affectionate. We're very affectionate.
Well, it's much different. For a man, he gets turned off like a light switch. For a woman, she gets turned on like a dial knob. So it's much different. Even though I do agree that women are more sexual beings, but for a woman, since it's a dial knob.
You have to do the right things to turn it on. A man could just look at a freaking boob or not.
That's what I'm saying.
Just let a girl walk by.
No standards. It don't take like if anything, y'all are the whores.
No, I would say this, right? Look, how can you say it's no standards? It's like me saying, would you prefer a rich guy or a broke guy? We all know that. So I'm going to answer for you. We all know that women look for security, a provider. You always going to choose the rich guy. You get what I'm saying? It's like embedded in you to choose a provider.
Yeah. But you said with the men, it's like, oh, she got a fat ass and she in the face, but I'm going to hit it anyway. I'll knock down a 2. I don't care.
Let me elaborate on the standards part. What I'm saying is that it's innately in men. Like, men are naturally polygamous. Women are naturally hypergamous, meaning that women tend to look for quality. That's why she always looks to disqualify things, and men tend to look for quantity. That's why he tends to qualify things. So it's within us. So it's not like we have no standards. It's the same thing. Like, since you're hypergamous, you want the best that you could get. I could be like, oh well, you have no standards because you just always want the best of 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 the best. Why don't you take a guy? This guy is good for you. This guy, you get what I'm saying? It's like it's innately in you to just want, the best out there. It's innately in us to just be like, I want all of you.
It's like why they call men dogs. It's like a dog. It's like an animal thing to them. Like, it's not even a like emotional connection. It's just a nut, and that's it. And that's what it is.
And that's the thing too. Like, for a lot of men, I feel like a lot of men don't even know how to express how they really feel about a woman. And like we said before, we take sex very seriously. That's like, okay, so then if you want to then do that with another woman, how the fuck are we supposed to know that we're important to you?
So I'll answer that. The only women that think that what you just said, like, well, if you're like, how can I say it? You only said that because you're thinking of yourself as only as a sexual object. You have to think of yourself as more than a sexual object, because then you won't be thinking like, well, like you just said, well, if you're hitting this, well, how do I know that I'm so important? The only reason why you would say that because you thought about it, because you're not viewing yourself as more than a sexual object. So
you need to look at everything else he is doing that he's not doing to the other bitch. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like look at it as an excuse at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, as he said, is like you're looking at yourself as a sexual object. You're just looking at it from the sex perspective instead of looking at it from he's sleeping with me at night. You know what I mean? he eats here. His clothes are here.
Yeah.
His who he cries to is me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Niggas shouldn't be crying.
I mean, I hear you.
Not like as an excuse.
No, but I hear you
as a man.
No,
You
I
know
hear
what I
you.
mean?
But then this is the scary part though, because then you could be all that for the nigga, and he still don't care about you and he's only there because he don't have a choice. You're the only one that will deal with that bullshit. While it's like, I love this girl,
But if you know that, but then it sounds like if you know that. So if you know that, you get yourself out of that situation.
Absolutely, absolutely. But that's why I was saying before, like, so how, in general, how does a man show you're the one for me? Like, you're the one I love, regardless of whatever side piece at whatever. You're the one for me.
Good question. So a man shows that he is the one for you by protecting, providing for you, and willing to die. I've never heard of a nigga take a bullet or want to die for a side chick. It does not happen. It just doesn't happen. Okay.
You know when a nigga loves you. Like,
well, then maybe it's only that one, because I've seen scenarios too where like the guy will really take care of the side piece, like whole, you know what I mean, like the whole, like pretty much like two separate lives kind of thing.
So men nature is.
Sorry,
I'm gonna explain a little bit more of men nature. So I already explained to you women that men are capable of having sex with someone that they hate. Men are also truly capable of loving multiple individuals. Actually truly capable of it. Since the beginning of time, think about it, like monogamy only been around for a little under 2,000 years, maybe 2,000 years. Before then, everything was, polygamy. Women was, being hypergamous, wanting the best guys that can build them shelter, that can protect them, that's big and strong. So they're looking for the best quality guys. And then those guys that built themselves up, the strong masculine males, they had harems of women. You get what I'm saying? And even all of Islam, you could have up to 4 wives as long as you can treat the wives the same, meaning that, like, as far as giving them benefits, like providing for each wife the same, you can have up to 4. So it's innately in men to love multiple individuals. But I'll bring it back, right? Because you wanted to know more. I'll elaborate a little bit more to your question. Like, how do you know that a man is truly, loving you? If he's out there slinging dick around. That was your question, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I already elaborated on, as long as he's protecting and providing for you, usually that guy's willing to die for you. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's not really guys out here that's going to take a bullet for a side hoe. Never seen it, never heard of it, never will.
I feel like if you just have to question why, if a man loves me,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. You shouldn't be with that man.
Yeah.
I feel like it shouldn't be a thought in your mind. Like, you should know. Right. You shouldn't even be worried about a man cheating on me. You think I'm worried about my man cheating on me? Hell no. I can let him go out, have fun, go. And I shouldn't have to worry about you being with the next bitch, because if I have to worry about that, we shouldn't be together.
Right.
We shouldn't. And if that's really a problem in my mind, then my peace is being disturbed, and you're not worth my peace.
Period.
Because if you're not giving me peace, then this ain't working. And sometimes we just need to stop questioning, like, oh, what is a man? Why is the man doing this? Why does a man do what he does? Because when you question things like that, your man isn't loving you the way he should love you.
He should. Exactly.
Because you wouldn't even
meant for you.
You wouldn't even ask those questions. Those questions wouldn't even appear to your mind.
Well, I think
period.
I think some females tend to get it confused. So, like, I do fully believe in gender roles. I do fully believe that men and women are different in multiple different ways. I think that we think different. Well, our physical bodies are different, therefore we think different. When it comes to masculine and femininity, both genders have that. You could, that's energy. That's
just
that's something different, right? So to elaborate a little bit more, a woman's baseline is protect, provide, security. That's her baseline needs, right? Would you ladies agree on that? That's your baseline. Everything else comes after that. You know, cute, charming, he's funny, you know, he takes me, he shows me a good time. You know, all those things come after that. A man's baseline is very simple: femininity and sex. You get what I'm saying? So whoever gives up their baseline cheats. Get what I'm saying? Like actually cheats and doesn't love that other person. Make sense? So since the man's baseline isn't sex, it's provide, protect, security. If he has sex with another individual, he's still capable of loving you. Now that doesn't mean that niggas don't be cheating and they don't love their girl. Niggas do that. I'm not saying that, oh, every guy that cheated on you, he actually still truly loves you. Nah, it's still some dirty niggas out there that's just slinging dick and he don't like you at all. So that means that you chose the wrong nigga. But what I'm saying is that men are truly capable of that because they didn't give up their baseline. Now let's flip it. A woman's baseline to that man is her sexuality and her femininity. So if she gives that up to another nigga, it's treason. It's cheating. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I want to and think. Now let's take all the stuff that Cooley said. Let's put it all together. Connect the dots. Remember, we were speaking about who's like the emotions of the act happening. The reason why the man is gonna feel, you know, he's going to have a more, you know, a deeper response to his woman submitting to another man. It's the fact that she got to submit to another man. The fact that she gave up that basic, you know, that baseline need that she was giving to him. But when a man cheats, he's not giving up that baseline thing. It's not to say that it's right if a man is out here slinging dick. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that niggas could cheat and still love you. But anyways, what y'all want to ask? You got anything on that? No,
I'm good.
I like Jackie. What you got?
So for the cheating aspect, because everyone has different perspective on cheating.
Let me hear your perspective.
One of the reasons I broke up with my ex, because I went out one day, and mind you, I was out like a lot of times. I was like only out for myself and my friends, right? But the one time I was out, and this one guy actually kind of caught my interest a little bit, and I thought of kissing him, and I really went home crying. I was like, no, I cheated on this man. I really did. This is the thought of kissing that man, thought of actually being a little bit more physical with that man. Thought I was cheating on him.
You felt guilty.
Exactly. And that's cheating in my book.
Now look, let me tell you.
And that's why I be telling people, like, what's the difference? Like,
niggas every day have that thought in their mind, and there ain't no guilty thought.
I've been in a 12-year relationship with my man, and he knows I am sorry. If I see a good-looking man, I'll be like,
you bet he's fine. Right. Because my thing, I did the same thing with my ex. But I was like, yo, that man's fine. Like, hold up real quick. Let me give it a second. But thought of actually doing something with some other man.
That's just you thinking. That's normal. That's
attraction. Nothing wrong with being attracted to someone.
That is human.
But see, my thing was like, I was with him for so long because like I knew him. So I knew him for actually 7 years, but we were only together for 3. Yeah. You know,
you didn't act on it.
But I didn't.
That's like having a dream.
But I wanted to.
But that's like having a sex dream with. You can't control your.
You can't.
You know
you
what
can't.
I mean? Like you can't control what you're.
Now hold on.
I was guilty about it. Tell me.
You said that's why you brought
she wanted to.
No.
Yeah, but she didn't do anything. She didn't.
I didn't. I thought about it, and I walked out. I literally walked out.
That's normal.
That's called you being very, faithful.
Exactly. She is faithful. If anything, she should have never broke up with her man. Because if anything, she should have.
No. It was one. It was many of other reasons why I broke up with him. It wasn't even a cherry on top. It wasn't even a cherry on top. It was the bottom of the barrel.
That reason you don't need to break up with you.
Right. But my thing was like with that, especially we were together for like 3 years. It wasn't really anything crazy, but like that was one of the reasons I was like, wait a minute, let me go think about my relationship real quick, because my thing is
wanting someone else.
It's the temptation. That's the problem.
So look, ladies, look. This proves my point even further. You just thought about cheating and guilt and shame came.
Yes.
Right?
See, and
it's not.
Yes, it's an emotional thing.
No, society ain't put that on you because you just thought about it.
Yeah, no.
So think about this, right?
Being a woman.
A man because it's okay for human beings to be attracted to people.
A man
right?
100%.
Totally okay. So think about this, right? Since it's okay for a man and a woman to be attracted to other people, but since you was attracted to other people and you thought about doing something, even though you didn't do it, you felt guilty and you felt shame for it. What I'm saying is that on the man's end, he doesn't have those same feelings that you felt when he finds someone attractive. Once he finds someone attractive, it's like
game on.
He already thinking about it. You get what I'm saying? It's not saying that he will do it, but he's already thinking about it. But the man, since he's thinking about it, he would never feel guilty or shame from it. I do think that there are men that will feel a little guilty and shame for the thought, maybe if he's religious.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because religion...
It's a big thing,
tends to keep people based in a lot of ways. But without religion, I mean, niggas gonna act in their natural, ways.
Like,
and
I was raised Christian. I'm not really Christian now. Like I could be raised it, but I'm not really. I wasn't baptized. I wasn't baptized. You know what I'm saying? Like I was raised it, but I don't really believe in that. I don't really believe in religion in the sense, because like I believe every religion should pretty much be one.
You believe in God?
Yeah, of course. I believe in higher power for sure. I believe in God.
Let's go around the panel. Ash, you believe in God? Yeah.
Yep, I said that.
Yeah, I was a Pentecostal daughter. My dad was a pastor.
Okay.
But
Word.
yeah, I just don't believe in
religion.
In a certain religion.
Religion. Okay.
Based on one.
I believe that if you have a good soul and you truly do things with a good heart and pureness and the goodness for other people,
God gonna open up the gates to heaven.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I disagree with that, but
It's okay.
Really?
It's okay.
yeah,
I thought he was gonna be like, yeah.
I disagree with it because I mean, like religion is just books. It's old texts, right? It's just old scriptures.
So do you believe like people loving other people can not go to heaven?
But people like not believing in God go to heaven.
Nah,
because I was told a lot of things like a Pentecostal, that's like strict, like you only wear skirts.
Yeah,
you can't cut your hair, like all that. Like I grew up like that.
So what I'm saying is that like if we're just speaking about religion, like it's just old text, and if you ever read the Bible or if you ever read the Quran, it's just a guide. It teaches you how to live your life to mitigate risk. You get what I'm saying? So you're not stressed. You don't have anxiety. You're not feeling depressed. You don't get diseases. You don't get killed. Okay. You don't steal. You don't lie, because it's just. I mean, the world will be much better if people followed it. What I'm saying is that the Bible and the Quran is just a direction on how to live the best life possible. That's what I'm saying. The religion and stuff, like, oh, you can't wear the skirt and stuff. Right. Or like, you got to wear the long, skirts and stuff like that. That's just different. That's human beings putting little stuff into it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's just some extra stuff. But anyone want to elaborate on anything? Anybody got any questions? Because we spoke about a lot.
We did. I don't know.
So we spoke about cheating. We spoke about between a man and a woman, how some of you feel it's the same, some feel it's different. Okay, so I got a question for you ladies then. Since none of y'all got any questions, we gonna wrap it up.
Wait, how you said about the masculinity and like how women could be masculine, and I feel like that's true because I'm bisexual.
Yes.
I like women, and
What type of women do you like? Do you like the studs or do you like the girly girls?
I like girly girls.
So you like feminine energy?
I like girls, yes.
Okay.
I like,
So that means that you truly have a thing for...
Yes.
Now, well, let me ask you a question, because you say you like girls. Have you ever had sex with a girl before?
Yes.
Okay. So have you ever been in a relationship with a girl?
I've had threesomes. I've been in a relationship.
With a female. Yeah. Okay, so you're really bi.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So... in regards to yourself, then you have a desire for feminine and a desire for masculine.
Is when...
Am I correct? Or?
Like roles. Let's say if I'm with a woman and she needs me to be, or I feel like I am the alpha in the relationship, I'll tend to have more of a masculine energy.
Yes, you said that over when you were sitting over here. You say you're like an alpha female.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something to that, but now it's the time I'll probably say it. So there's no such thing as an alpha female. But I know why you say that, because you date other females. So that's why in your mind you're like, well, yeah, I dated other feminine females. I'm like the alpha to this female. But I think it's just more like you're just more of a masculine.
As a alpha, when I say alpha female, I mean as a strong minded,
more masculine than in that situation.
You like to be
female.
the one to dominate.
Right, dominate for sure.
yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
But I know how to be, when it comes to my man, I know how to be very feminine and very
Thank you.
submissive.
Okay.
So it's an energy thing. I don't believe that. I believe that men could be feminine too. You know what I mean?
what's your question though? Because you said you had a question with the whole masculine and feminine thing.
No, I was just talking on it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe. I mean, masculine and feminine. We know so many niggas that's feminine, like that's heterosexuals, but they're feminine, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We know so many, women that's not bi or gay at all, and they could be extremely masculine.
Yes.
Yeah, and then as far as we know, like the whole LGBTQ thing as well, that's playing with different spectrums and stuff there. But I think that that energy and that liking and people desiring certain type of masculine and feminine behaviors between their partners, it's just attraction. At the end of the day, it's what you're attracted to. But like, let me ask you a question. Since you are bi, you say if you were single, you wouldn't want, I'm putting words in your mouth, but correct me when I'm wrong or tell me when I'm right. You wouldn't want a heterosexual man that's feminine.
No, I would not want a man that's feminine.
Got you. So when you look at a man, you still look at him. You're attracted to that masculine.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And then when I look at a woman, I want me a woman.
You want you a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You really buy then. Nothing wrong with that. That's your preference. What do you think about that? We'll just go around the panel about, because that was a good point you made.
I don't know, like, with men perspective, I don't know, like, it's weird. So like, I don't really care if it's masculine or feminine. Like, yes, I would want a masculine man, but if it's a little feminine, I wouldn't mind it either.
Okay, actually I have a question for this though, on the whole masculine feminine thing. Do you think men are attracted to masculine females, starting with Ash, and we'll go back?
No, I don't think they are. Because like they want a man. I mean, they want a woman. Like a man wants a woman, like a feminine woman.
Got you. Do you think that men are attracted to the masculine females?
Yeah, no, just like she said, they want a woman.
Yeah.
I would say in between.
Ooh.
I would say in between, honestly.
In between?
Yes, because so I'm very sporty, I'm very athletic, but I'm also very feminine. So I could be really masculine and very feminine if I really wanted to. So I could be really girly girl if I really wanted to. I could really be bummy if I wanted to. I'm very into sports, but I could also be like, okay, I'm into nails, I'm into my hair, I'm into makeup. You know what I mean? Like, it could be like a little bit of both.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
I would just put into that, and I'll let you rock. I'll let you finish.
No, go ahead.
I don't think any human being is capable of being really masculine and really feminine.
Right.
That's a far end of the spectrum there.
Right.
You could be a bit of both, which then that means that you won't be real feminine, and that means that you won't be real masculine, but that means you'll be masculine and you'll be feminine, like you said, but not
too much of or.
You'll never be like me, like masculine like me. You'll try. Well, not even above. No. What I think masculinity is not being a coward. Having courage. If an intruder walked in here right now, it's just something that's innately in me. I'll protect all you ladies. It's just innately in me, and he will too, and I'm sure he will too. It's innately in men to just do that, and y'all be like, oh, y'all be looking high. Y'all wouldn't be looking to protect us. You feel what I'm saying? So when it's just that's one of the things that you just. That's that far end of the spectrum of masculinity that you won't really be able to tap into and still be feminine.
How I was raised is like you protect your family, your friends. It doesn't matter where you from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pretty much just met all y'all today. Not everyone, but some people. But like, I have a connection. And the fact that I already met you is like, if someone came out, I would automatically just protect y'all.
Females,
at the end of the day, that's how I was raised.
Yeah, females are, nurturers. They have to build a connection and a relationship to then protect their
100%.
pack. You know, it's like wolves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, so you said no. You said no. And you were elaborating before I cut you off. My bad.
No, yeah, it's all good. It's all good, Jamal.
So my question was, do you think a man wants a masculine?
Yes, I said I was like right in the middle.
You right in the middle.
Right in
so
the middle.
you think that
right in the middle?
Kind of do
because it's like
it depends on the man.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what I want to ask you. Since you said that, so you said it's in the middle.
Right.
It depends on the man, because look at the men that like these body. Have you?
They want models.
The
Or listen
big
like that.
bodybuilders. There are men that pay for these women to choke them out in a hotel. I'm not even kidding you. Like, really, these men really do.
So that's an exception to the rule, but I would say that, just to elaborate on what you said, right? A man wanting a bit of both. Now, the majority of men, I would totally say no. But here's a question for you, right? Because we're going to get into what type of man would want that.
Right.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to let you ladies correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to just splat out some stuff. I think the only man that truly will want a masculine woman is because he's lacking in masculinity himself, meaning that he's not assertive, dominant, he's not a go-getter. Normally he's broke, he's lacking some income. So he needs, and he's looking for a woman to compensate where he's lacking at.
I can see your point, yeah.
I wasn't wrong because y'all didn't correct me. So that's what I'm saying. The only type of guys that would, maybe go for those masculine females is because they lacking anyway. And not only that, since you're a female, if you had the choice, you wouldn't really want them niggas anyway. You probably dated a couple of them and stuff like that. But if you were operating in your hypergamy, you definitely had some better options. But you just.
But everyone has better options, though. Kind of. That's why I see it. I don't know, like. Respectfully, I don't know, like how I see is like you could always find someone better.
There's 8 billion people in this world, so there's always someone better. There's always someone better in some aspect than a man or a woman. Right. That's just speaking truth. Right. 100%. Yeah. What about you, Val? In regards to,
I think it just depends on the man and what you favor.
Okay. Yeah,
that's true.
Depends on the man. Yeah, I see that too. Like I said, I think an inadequate man, he may choose a more masculine female because he needs someone to, help out with what he's lacking on. But a masculine man, assertive, dominant, A-type personality, he's ambitious, he's motivated, he's out there getting it. Nah, he wants the softest woman ever. He want a butterfly, like, you know what I'm saying? Anything on that? Yeah, I ain't correct me if I guess I wasn't wrong.
Wait, I have a question though to follow it.
Sure.
So if a man who isn't that masculine, wouldn't he get insecure a little bit because he isn't the one being in charge or being the leader, as you want to always say?
A man that isn't that masculine, would he get insecure
that the woman is being more masculine?
Yeah. I talked about this on my last podcast, actually, the last episode I did. No, he wouldn't be insecure because it's just like, so what's innately in men, we don't really look for. Only broke dudes and inadequate men would look for a woman to compensate in certain areas that he is lacking in. So therefore, he wouldn't feel insecure. He's just a lazy broke nigga. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? That's just him. He's just a lazy broke nigga. So if anything, it's just more like, you're cool. You're gonna, do 50-50 with me and stuff like that. He's lazy. So of course he's gonna want someone to do 50-50. He's never insecure, because let's flip it, right? Say if me and you are in a relationship and I'm dressing all pretty, I get my nails done, my eyebrows, my eyelashes on fleek, I wear heels, maybe on Tuesdays and Sundays. Is that going to make you feel insecure because I'm very fashionable and looking, beautiful?
No.
No, you're going to be like, what the freak, nigga? I don't care. Matter of fact, you saw if I was looking for a masculine nigga. So what I'm saying is that same feeling of like, I don't care or ill, really like that I don't care feeling, that same feeling that men have, even if he's broke or even if he has a lot of money, we just don't care. I always say the more money a man makes and the more adequate that man is, the less he looks for his woman. Hey, the more adequate, more competent, more assertive, more go-getter spirit the man is, the woman, he'll stay at home and be a stay-at-home wife. You don't have to do anything. Working for the woman would be like optional. Feel what I'm saying? Like she could work if she want. Like my girl, she could work if she wants. She don't gotta work. You know what I'm saying?
That's how my man is.
Yeah. Yeah, correct me if I was wrong. I guess I wasn't wrong. All right.
You talking your shit right now. We ain't mad.
Okay. Let the nigga rock. Yeah, let
Say
the
it with
nigga
your
rock.
chest.
Word. Got a question. 50-50. Because I had some people ask me, so I'm going to give the fans what they want. A lot of fans told me to ask, talk about those 50-50 relationships. So starting with you, Val. Now, actually, I want Ash to speak a little bit more. Okay. And then we're going to go to you.
I got nervous. I was like, why me?
Ash, this is like your fourth podcast. You never be speaking. So I'm going to put on you.
I'm listening. I'm being polite.
You're right. You're
I'll stop being polite. Okay.
Very feminine. I like that, Ash. So, 50-50 relationships. Do you prefer a 50-50 relationship or no? And what do you think about 50-50 relationships? Do you think they actually work? So 2 questions in one. Do you prefer a 50-50 relationship? And do you think 50-50 relationships actually work with the man working and the woman working in a household? And they're both going 50-50.
I don't even really think 50-50 is a thing, really. I think it's always like 60-40 some days and 60-40 other.
Okay, so even that, right? Do you think that that is essential for the relationship to thrive?
Well, I feel like if everything's 50-50, that means everything's average and like boring. I feel like a boring relationship sucks. Like you're not learning, you're not growing without any ups and downs. If everything's 50-50, then nothing's changing. There's no
Okay, so you're looking at it from a change
growth
aspect.
or like there's no growth.
I mean, you
or
can kind of
decline.
still grow 50-50, but yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes sense. There's like how you're pretty much saying like how can you fully operate in your feminine if you got to worry about bills and stuff too? If you got to be out there getting it and you know that if he slacks off, then I got to compensate for what he's slacking off on. You get what I'm saying? If he loses a job, then I got to work extra hours. So how much fun can I really have if I have those worries? Is that what you mean? Or am I putting words in your mouth?
No, that's kind of like what I'm saying. But I guess I'm like, so like, okay, we'll do like you pay half the bills, I pay half the bills.
Yeah.
Well, like, okay, is it really a thing? Because when we're looking at the bills aren't going to be the same price. So is it really 50-50?
I get what you're saying, yeah. So I'm saying that 50-50 meaning that both parties are putting out the same effort. It could be different throughout the months, but you guys are both working the same 8 hours or 10 hours a day, whatever it may be. And you guys are both what you and him make a year is pretty much the same. He may make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 one year. You may make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a year. So it's pretty much 50-50. That's what I mean. Do you think, now my question for you, do you think relationships, you answered the first one. Now, do you think relationships can thrive in a 50-50 relationship?
I guess. I don't really know, to be honest.
Okay, that's cool. We'll come back to you. What about you, Julie?
I don't know. I feel like with anything, when it comes to relationships, both parties just have to be willing. I mean, when it comes to the 50-50 stuff, like how you were saying with the ups and downs and stuff like that, I do feel like that is important because then you really get to see like how your partner is when they're down and out, when they're broke, when they don't have anything, when you're the main like provider for a little bit, he has to lean on you and then vice versa. But like I said, if both parties are willing and they're both putting the effort, I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Okay, so you do think that it can thrive. And do you prefer a 50-50 relationship?
I don't know. I don't really care. I was never one to sit here and like, I just want to be taken care of. Like, obviously that would be nice, but like, I like to work. Like, let me rephrase that. I like to make my own money. Okay, cool. And what about you, Jackie?
I honestly don't.
Speaking to Mike a little bit for me.
Okay. No, I honestly don't believe in 50-50. I just believe in both parties putting an effort, period. Doesn't matter if it's like 60-40 or 40-60, as long as someone putting in effort, because that means you actually truly care about the person. You know what I mean? So it's like, let's say I'm like a what's it called it? Like someone who pretty much is at home, pretty much taking care of the kids or what. I forgot what that fucking housewife.
Push your mic down just a little bit.
If I'm like the housewife,
no, like the whole bar, pull it down.
You?
Yeah, there you go.
Good.
Perfect.
All right, sweet. So let's say if I'm the housewife or whatever, and he's working. Yes, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing shit for the kids. When he comes home, like yes, he's gonna be a little tired, but if he helps out a little bit with the kids, or like let's say there's some things to clean up a little bit, that'd be great. You know, even though like yes, he's working, he's providing for me. As long as he's at least showing his effort that he cares about our family, that's actually perfect for me. That's all I need. So I care, like a little effort.
Gotcha.
So,
let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna probably bring it back to all of you too.
Right.
What do you truly want? Do you truly want, because that's the question. Do you truly 100%. Want a 50-50 relationship, or would you prefer to kind of be more chilling? And by 50-50, I mean the finances. Who's bringing in the bacon? You get what I'm saying?
No, I got
because
you.
the person that's bringing in the bacon, they're sacrificing their time and energy to bring home the bacon.
Right.
So 50-50 means that both parties is sacrificing their time and energy and to bring in bacon.
Right.
So my question for you is, what do you truly want? Like, what's your desire? Like, do you desire a 50-50 relationship, or do you desire to be like, really, nigga? If I had a choice, I would choose this nigga so I don't have to work. Or if I had a choice, you know what? I actually like working. So, I would want a 50-50.
So I truly love working. I really do. But if you put a family perspective involved,
yes,
because I don't believe in nannies. I don't believe in daycares either.
So
I
then
really don't.
Takes away then the 50-50.
Yes, it does. 100%.
Okay, so yeah, if we're speaking, and that's kind of
speaking into it. Exactly.
The question. I'm not speaking in the sense of like just you and a man. I'm speaking like you're in a committed relationship. Obviously, if y'all don't have kids, you're gonna have some kids.
Yes, 100%. I would see is like if we're married, and like if I'm married, like in the future, because I do want to be married, I would see it as like for a couple years, yes, I would want to work my ass off until I could be in a really stable spot where I'm like, you know what, when we have kids, even if I'm not working, we can still pretty much provide for each other and also for our kids.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what you truly do prefer with a family, then, so you staying at home, so the kids don't got to go to daycare, be with a nanny. No,
I wouldn't prefer a nanny.
Gotcha.
I really don't.
Val, what about you? Question, I'll ask it concise. Do you first question is, do you prefer a 50-50 relationship? Then the next question is, do you think a 50-50 relationship is the best way for a relationship to thrive, to move forward?
I would like a 50-50 relationship. Do I think it would be 50-50? Even if I think I'm working an 8-hour shift, I feel like he'll probably still be doing more work than me, because you gotta think about it that way too. Like, my boyfriend is an electrician. He does hard work.
Physical work, you said.
Physical work. So his 8-hour can feel like a 10-hour shift. You know what I mean? So would I do more for him? Yes, I would. I would, even if I was to work, I would come home.
Don't touch the corks. It may mess with the audio. You're good.
I would come home and I would make sure dinner's ready. Even if I was to work, I'll make sure dinner's ready. I'll make sure his clothes are in the bathroom ready for him to shower. I'll make sure everything is ready for him so that when he comes home, he doesn't have to do anything. Because that's just the type of woman I am. Even if I am working, period. I want my man to come home and feel good.
Right. Like, not stress about nothing.
Exactly.
Relax. Exactly.
I want to be the
nurturer.
Even if I am working an 8-hour shift, I don't care. Like, I know that his work is gonna be way harder than mine. So I am gonna make that way easier for him. When he comes home, he's gonna feel at peace. And I feel like that's what makes a relationship work. It's just I feel like we need to stop being so selfish and stop thinking about 50-50. Is it straight 50-50?
Yes. I don't think it's such a
straight 50-50 sometimes works and sometimes
it doesn't. Sometimes it's more.
Because sometimes you can be doing I could be doing an 8-hour shift, he could be doing an 8-hour shift. But if he's working harder, he's gonna come home being like, fuck, I'm tired.
Yeah, remember, ladies, I'm talking about 50-50 in the sense of finances. In a relationship, you got to compromise.
Right.
That ain't a relationship. That's a dictatorship. So both parties have to compromise.
Exactly.
So you got to compromise to have the relationship thrive.
Exactly.
What I'm talking about, because I'm speaking about finances, right? 50-50 finances.
Yes, I would like to split it down the middle.
You like to
everything.
Split it. Okay,
yes.
so you don't mind working. That's what you would prefer. I wouldn't mind working.
I would like to split everything down the middle. And when I'm talking about everything, like, let's say we have a bill, and it doesn't matter if the bill is different every month. We could look at the bill and be like, okay, let's divide this in half, and this is what you paying, and this is what we paying in that bill. You know what I mean?
Now let's
and we
throw
doing
kids
this 50-50.
in it. Let's throw kids in it.
I don't want to have kids.
You don't want to have kids.
We already talked about that. If it happens, it happens. But I don't want to have kids.
Okay.
We don't want to have kids.
That's fine. You already elaborated on the part that if it's a family, I don't trust no daycare.
I don't
want Susan.
Like, I do want kids. I want a whole bunch.
You want a whole bunch?
Yes.
Okay. But you're like, I don't want Susan raising my kid. I want to raise my own kid.
Yeah.
Bet. What about you? 50-50 relation? Well, you already gave your answer, but when it comes to like, that family and children, do you still think that a 50-50 relationship is what you prefer?
For me, I feel like with kids involved, like she said, I don't believe in nannies and daycares and stuff like that. So I would definitely love to be a stay-at-home mom. I feel like until my child is going to school, because then I know I'd be bored.
Yeah, valid point.
Yes, ma'am. Like, I just know myself. I would get bored. So I'd want to do something during the day till my son comes back home.
Facts. Okay, so that pretty much sums up. Yeah, you would prefer a 50-50 relationship when it comes to family and everything, and raising children. But you'll be bored, so you want it to be optional. Maybe after the kids is out the house, if you're bored, maybe you want to do something small. You'll do it. Okay, cool. And Ash, when it comes to a family,
I guess I would actually rather stay home, but I think it also takes into consideration that my parents divorced, and I became like the motherly figure to my siblings. And there was a time where my dad wasn't working and I was the only one working. So I kind of like have been that person already.
Your dad raised you? Good man.
Yeah. Good dad. Please don't watch this.
Good job, Pops. Good job. Okay, I'll give my thoughts on 50-50 relationships. I ask myself the same question. I truly think that in order for a relationship to thrive, think about this, right? If we correlate all the conversations we had, we were talking about feminine, we were talking about masculine, we were talking about, the capacity of a woman cheating, and if she's going to be replacing a man, the capacity to a guy cheating, and if he's thinking about replacing, and if we connect all the dots, right? Now the question is, do I think a 50-50 relationship is capable of thriving? My answer is no. The reason why is because how can my woman truly be in her feminine if she is sacrificing her hours and calling another nigga boss? It doesn't correlate, right? There are many guys in relationships, right? And their woman goes off to work and they respect their boss more than they respect their own guy. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a masculine guy, but the fact that she's going and working for someone else and committing sacrificing her hours to, put in for the 50-50 relationship because that's what she has to do because he's not financially there to just take care of her and let it be optional. Usually that woman tends to be a little bit more not in all cases, but tends sometimes to be a little bit more masculine and not truly in her feminine. Now we're talking about thriving, right? So I truly think that 50-50 relationships don't work. because how can a woman truly be in her feminine energy and really give the man what he wants, and how can the man fully be in his masculine energy and fully give the woman what she wants so she could be in her feminine energy?
I feel like that's such a manly thing of you to say, because that's how my man is. My man's like, I don't want you to work. I want to take care of you. I want to be the provider. I don't need you to work.
You think there's something wrong with that?
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I love that he does. I love that he does that.
Yeah.
I think that's him being a man.
Facts.
He's being a man, and he's taking care of his woman and what he needs to take care of, period. You know what I mean? But I also think that
say it with your chest.
I don't think you should say that it's less feminine of a woman to work because she's not at home cooking and cleaning.
Yeah,
I don't think
I didn't say that part.
You said there was a
I didn't say cooking and cleaning.
But you said if she's not at home being feminine, which is
cooking and
being at home doing what she needs to do for the man.
No.
And I feel like we're in 2023, right? Yes. Okay. Women can work an 8-hour shift, 10-hour shift, come home, cook dinner, suck her man off, send him off, and good night, and be happy and well manly feeling. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here. There is no need for that. I feel like whatever works for your relationship works for your relationship. Whatever works for you. If that makes you feel like more of a man to have your woman stay at home and you take care of her, then good for you and your relationship. But if a woman wants to work and wants to be like, I can be a woman and I can work an 8-hour shift and I could come home, take care of my kids, take care of my husband, make him happy, and send him home, send him sleeping with a good night, you know?
Walk 3000?
Yeah, I could do that because I'm a woman and it's 2023, we could do that. That's it.
So let me elaborate before you threw some word salad in my mouth that I didn't say. But it's okay because you're just perceiving it differently, which is okay. Maybe I didn't speak it good, but I'll speak it better this time, right? So I'm not saying that the act of the woman working would make her less feminine, right? What I'm saying is that in her mind, right? Think about this, right? If you're working, let's just go through it. Let's peel back the layers to what it takes, right? And we're gonna speak about femininity. And you guys, you're all ladies, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna go on a rant here.
The fifth time you said that tonight. Let's talk about it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. So look, correct me if I'm wrong. So in order for a woman to be really what is femininity? Femininity, it's soft, it's gentle, it's strong in ways. It's strong in ways where it's a different type of strength than what masculinity has, right? Because what femininity is, think about how strong you have to be to submit to someone. It's the strongest thing ever. I can't picture myself submitting to someone. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not that strong to do it. Or we could reverse it or saying that I'm not that weak to do it. You get what I'm saying? But I think it takes strength, right? Because you're submitting to an individual because you see something in that individual. You trust in that individual and you are submitting your body in that way. When it comes to sex, when it comes to submitting, when it comes to like you said, cleaning the house, being that nurturer, taking care of the kids and stuff like that. That's that strength. You get what I'm saying? Because, and not only that, it takes a strong masculine man for you to submit to. Because like you ladies, you ain't going to submit to no weak nigga. You know what I mean? You're just not going to do it. You're not even going to be capable of doing it. You're going to be like,
yeah,
no nigga, you're not getting no pussy back. You're going to be like, nah, you ain't wash the dishes, nigga. You wasn't working all these hours, nigga. No box for you. So it's like, it's not going to be, you're not going to be able to be feminine, soft, and submitting to your man. So now let's peel back the layers when it comes to working and what work takes into that, right? So working is sacrificing hours, right? So peel back the layers. You are working 8 hours, maybe 40 hours a week, whatever. That's what normal jobs is, right? 40 hours a week. So you're working, you're, getting up in the morning, you got to get things ready. You spending all that time there. You put in not just the physical, but the mental energy in it too. Whether if you're a waiter, whether if you're at a desk and you're on phone calls and you're a service rep, and you still got to provide great service to them. And we all know with work comes stress. We all know with work comes anxiety. We all know with work can put you in a depressed mood, depending on if your boss is saying something, depending on if you need to meet a quota. So we all know with work comes with worrisomes, right? So how can you be in your true feminine energy if you have this stuff here, this baggage that's wandering around here? It's not saying that's going to be an everyday thing, but it is going to come up because that's life. With life, troubles come up. So what I'm saying is, in order for a woman to truly be in her feminine, she has to meet a very high masculine, masculine man, right? That can put her in her feminine and give her the option to work. So what I'm saying is, in order for an option to work, like you can work if you want. It's optional for you. You don't have to work. If you want to work, then it's like, okay, do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. And if your boss is saying something, or if they want you to meet this quota, or if it's being too stressful, you know that, well, I don't have to do this job because my man can meet the rent. He can pay all the bills. But when it's 50-50, you feeling like, no, I have to do this because maybe he can't, if he slacks off, then it's all on me. So it puts more pressure on you, which doesn't allow the woman to fully be in her feminine at all times. So in order for a relationship to thrive, let's connect the dots. We all know that women want a very masculine, assertive, dominant male at all times. You never want this nigga wearing heels on Saturdays or on a Tuesday or makeup or anything. You want him masculine all day long. Mm-hmm. As a man, we want our woman feminine all day long. When I walk into the crib, if she worked all day, how likely is it going to be for her to smile and greet me with a warm hug 7 days out of the week if she's working? It's just not reality. Mm-hmm. It's pressures coming on her. So let's bring it back to the question. What's the best way for a woman to thrive? What's the best way for a relationship to thrive? It's not 50-50. It's the man being the leader of the household and giving the option for the woman to work, meaning that he's taking care of everything. And baby, if you want to go work, go ahead. But if you don't, I got you. Because that way, he's giving you everything you need in order for you to give him everything he needs. Golden. Y'all ain't correct me if I was wrong, so I guess I wasn't wrong. That's no Fugazee.
Well, I say it's 5th time,
right? But I do. All of you ladies said very great things. And it's not that I don't disagree with what you said. You get what I'm saying? Is I see your thought process and the way you're analyzing that question. It makes sense, but I'm very analytical, and I asked that question for a reason, because the best way to thrive and the best way for anything to thrive, men be masculine, females be feminine, and let it thrive. Unless you want to be with a female, then you masculine, and that female is feminine. So that's how it works. But any ladies want to elaborate on that?
I was gonna say something.
Yes.
So it's kind of relatable, but not really. So I always thought about the 3-way kind of bank account kind of situation, if that makes sense. So it's a guy has his own bank account, the couple has their own bank account, and the woman has a bank account. So the woman and the guy both work.
Wait, let me cut you off. I think it's always the woman's bank account. I think it's always, I'm a man. I think it's always the woman's bank account, because I don't look for my woman to work. If I'm not inadequate, but if I am inadequate, then I am looking for certain things. I'm looking for her to compensate in certain areas, right? So my money is her money, and her money is her money. So it's really all her money. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't turn me on when my girl buys me a gift. It doesn't turn me on when she pays a bill. It doesn't turn me on when we out and I'm like, baby, buy whatever you want. If she says that to me, oh yeah, get whatever you want, that's not going to turn me on. It's not going to make me be more attractive to her. Vice versa, though, when a man does that, she's the softest girl ever. She's like, oh, baby, you just, this is yours. Take it. 7 days a week, anytime is yours. The full 90, you can have it. She's soft and she's feminine. Am I wrong?
That's true.
That's true.
I see it as like I believe a man should have his own bank account if he wants to spend on himself, on his family. Only on him. The couple one is like on your vacation, on like you or your kids, or even like your girl. Or the
when it comes to finances, I think it should be broken up a little bit. Yeah.
It's what pretty much y'all both really kind of like agree upon.
Yeah.
Or like the girls, whatever she wants to spend. That's how I really pretty much believe.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? I get your point of view too. It's like, you know, if it's pretty much like, it's not really a girl's account in general.
Yeah.
But again, girls like, okay, let's just do a whole bunch of things together or whatever. But I just don't. I just pretty much agree as if like a girl and a guy together, it's like y'all pretty much determine if it's like a family thing or it's a vacation thing.
Yeah.
Y'all thing, whatever you want to call
That's
it.
more of a sense of like, you know, getting your finances in order to see what works best for 100%. You, so you're not overspending and you know what you could, you know, money you got to take vacation time and stuff like stuff like that. That's like organizing. So yeah, I do agree that couples should have their finances organized for sure.
But would you believe in like a 3 different bank account situation or just like all together in one?
I mean, it's not a belief. I think if you could do that because it's like
something to do kind of thing.
You could do the 3 bank accounts. Why not? You could do I mean, you can do all one bank account. Yeah, at the end of the day, like, if y'all married, she's still going to get half.
Yeah. 100%. That's true. That's very much true.
It don't really matter. Like, you can have any type of different bank account you want. She can have if y'all break up or if y'all get divorced. So it's just like, it really doesn't matter. So, yeah, that's my perspective on it. Anyone else got anything? Nah? Any questions? Julie, Val, Ash?
I'm done. I got a headache.
You got a headache?
I know. Take a shot.
We gonna wrap this up. Let's wrap this up with starting with Val. Last thoughts on the podcast, and if you have any questions. So this is your last time to give your thoughts on the podcast, and if you have any random questions or even a random statement you want to say, the floor is yours.
The podcast was dope.
Word.
I had a good time. It was lit. It was nice meeting all of you.
You too, baby.
Follow your girl at Model Glow on Instagram. And that's it.
Bet. You, Jackie?
No questions, pretty much. It was a great time. Really informational, entertaining. I loved it. Glad I met some of my girls over here. Let's be honest. They're cool people. Respectfully follow them. Don't do that. Come on. Follow. But that's pretty much it. Good.
Word. You, Julie?
Yeah, I had fun. And I'm glad I met all of you guys. I had a good time.
It's cute.
I don't know. Respect each other. Love each other.
Any questions? Anything? That's it? Word. Ash?
I never have any questions, but it's always fun coming and hearing everyone's perspectives.
Bet. Yo, that's no Fugazi. We out. Happy Valentine's Day, right?